And we are back. Welcome to the last segment of us running through AEW New Year's Smash
on the Casual Marks podcast.
All right, there he is. That is the Casual. I'm the Mark, and we're going to jump right into it because we're in the main event segment. It's MJF and Samoa Joe going against two of the devil followers, devil worshippers, or the devil's masked men, whatever you want to call them.
I like the devil worshippers.
See, devil worshippers sounds good, but I don't think they can advertise them as such.
Even though tonight they came out with black masks on and not the normal mask. I thought that was weird.
It was weird.
Can't see out of those damn things.
That's true, as we saw. But they were defending the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion. They, of course, being MJF and Samoa Joe. Pronouns, pal. And, pretty
is
much
Adam
right
Cole
away.
Still technically the other champion?
He was, yes.
Okay.
Yes, he was the other champion.
Okay.
But Samoa Joe was filling in for him, or at least so we thought.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe shows up on the big screen. He's hurt. His knee's been taken out. No one else is around him. MJF still got to compete. We're at 10 o'clock. We don't have time to try and sit around and find another replacement. So MJF gets in. He's got a work shoulder.
I thought that Adam Cole's music was going to sound right before the bell rang for him to come out and defend the titles with him, but that did not happen.
It did not. That would have been relatively cool, but I mean, Adam Cole's hurt with his ankle, so I don't really know what he would have done other than just stand there and look pretty.
Big boot.
Yeah, the big hurt boot. They come out, they get their whole little spiel in, they're really working over the shoulder, and then the two people in the devil mask do a little twin magic because they're wearing their mask. I guess you would call it like a morph suit. They got big jackets on, big jeans on, all blacked out. And they got someone under the ring in the whole same gear. They do a little switcheroo. They attack MJF. They cheat. And then they try and get up and put their feet up on the ropes. They miss the ropes.
Can't see in that damn thing.
Like you said, they can't see in that damn thing. But also, that's just such bad timing. That's just bad luck.
To miss the ropes?
Yeah, it's like Matt Sydal when he debuted in AEW. You know,
Who the hell is that guy?
He used to be Evan Bourne.
Oh, okay.
He's known for his shooting star press.
Yeah.
The first move he's going to do is a shooting star press. Botches a shooting star press.
Brock Lesnar, baby.
And worse. Doesn't even get the initial rotation. He like slips on the jump.
Oh, that's terrible.
And like, obviously he was okay, thank God. But it's just like, dang. That's the worst time you could have done this.
I think his buddy might have been the reason he missed it, because he was like putting his arms up there to try to like hold him down, and he like did it too soon, or he like pulled him too hard and just pulled it off the ropes.
Who knows?
It was a funny little thing to see, because they were trying to like get a camera shot of it, and then he just misses.
And the camera's like, well, I'm already here. What am I going to do?
They don't want to do too many camera cuts. We can't be WWE.
Exactly.
Here.
Who do they think this is? Kevin Dunn? Then that's it. That's the match. These two masked men are your new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. So now,
they are the champs now.
Yeah, those two masked men that we don't know who they are. And they are directly tied into this feud with MJF. And I'm sure it'll be revealed who they are, and then things will be fine. But as of right now, that means that the Ring of Honor World Champion, that's held up by the Continental Classic. So you just got to keep on waiting until the Triple Crown is found. And the tag champs are also held up.
So does that mean that does AEW have them on their website?
Yeah.
So I can go on there right now, and it'll be the two masked men that are the champions?
If it's been updated, yes. Because we've already gotten the official graphic from AEW where it said like new champions, the Devil's Masked Men.
I'm gonna check. You can continue talking. I'll chime in.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. And it's officially it. The end of this Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship run for Adam Cole and MJF, and we don't even know who they are. Samoa Joe wasn't out there, and then all of the other Devils jump out, and they're gonna get on there and attack them. So they're determined that they're gonna be able to get them. See, it looks like they have not updated them yet because Adam Cole is still listed as a Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion. Unless that's a spoiler.
Adam Cole.
It was Adam Cole and Adam Copeland. That's why Adam Copeland didn't do his promo. They were short on time and he had to change.
It was Nick Wayne's mom.
Regardless, they come out, they jump MJF. Samoa Joe comes out and makes a save. He hobbles on out on his hurt knee. He runs off the masked followers. And then we get a message from the devil up on the Titantron saying, "Pleasure doing business with you." And immediately I was like, "Ah, good. Samoa Joe's going to turn on MJF."
Yeah, you knew that way. You knew that way too soon. I was like, "What does that mean? Who's he doing business with?"
MJF walked forward. Samoa Joe didn't. It's pretty much the exact same positioning of what they did for the Shield breakup.
That's why you watch too much wrestling. You were.
Well, who's the mark here? All right, I embrace it.
But yeah, but I was in disbelief. I was like, "What's happening?" And then I was just shocked because I've been on a big Samoa Joe kick. I love me some Samoa Joe.
I still do love me some Samoa Joe.
I do too, but
this is why we decided to split this into its own segment. Because I was reading some comments. We, of course, were posting. We live cover most of the shows, in case anyone doesn't know, on our TikTok. And I was reading some of the TikTok comments and Twitter comments. And, oh, man, people are not happy with this. People are so upset that that's the direction they're going with here.
Why?
Some people are saying that this was the reveal that Samoa Joe is the devil.
I had that in my notes. I didn't know if that was. I guess not. I don't know.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that at all. Because I think if it was that, then they would have physically shown the devil mask.
So you think that they're just in cahoots?
Yes, I think that whoever the devil is, Samoa Joe made a deal with them. Made a deal with the devil.
Interesting. You know who I think it might be?
The
Tony Khan, $1 million man, because
Ted DiBiase.
He's gonna buy the title from Samoa Joe after he beats MJF.
He couldn't get it from Andre, so he'll get the AEW one. But people were real upset when this storyline started. There was so much promise. People were so excited. They were so invested in it.
Yeah, I was really excited about it too.
So intrigued just with the possibilities of who it could be. And I don't see any of that now. Well, I just see call after call for it to end, or everyone saying this is so obviously Adam Cole as the devil.
They just haven't given us much development on it, and it's just kind of stagnated. We had Roderick Strong, you didn't mention this, with his giant board with all the different strings running around, and it points to MJF. So it could be MJF is the devil himself.
See, it could be. Now,
that would be crazy.
Here's a little side comment, okay?
I hope it's somebody like Dolph Ziggler.
A lot of people predict that in our TikTok comments.
That one of them's me.
Oh, there you go. I saw this the other day. I don't exactly know the source for this. Meltzer reported it, and I don't know where he got the source from. Apparently, AEW has the most educated fans, like consistent watchers, of any wrestling promotion. Over a quarter of them all are college educated, like have bachelor's or higher.
Okay.
So if we're doing that, why are we doing an almost 4-month-long storyline where it is obviously, oh, those people that keep coming out and saying MJF is the devil and no one's listening to them or acknowledging them, they're the devil. It's 100% Roderick Strong, Matt Taven, and I don't know why I'm blanking on the last one's name. Kanellis.
We didn't see them.
Mike Kanellis.
But
no, you're right. We didn't see them. But literally, the very first week that we saw the Masked Men, one of them had a neck brace on.
It could be Jack Perry.
It could be Jack Perry, and I think if that's the case, we're going to see a very, very large number of upset fans in our comment section.
Upset? Do people want it to be?
No.
Oh.
People do not want anything to do with Jack Perry right now.
Real
the
glass.
most that there is people thank him for getting CM Punk out of AEW.
Terrible.
Sometimes those are AEW fans, and sometimes those are WWE fans.
That's true. Yes, I'm the WWE fan that appreciates it.
But it's just so interesting to me that we have seen in the span of a few weeks, once they started showing the devil and making some progress, that fans were just like, I'm sick of this.
Well, you said they have no development. There's no, it's just, it's like,
they've taken out someone else.
Yeah.
Maybe it's MJF.
Yeah,
and then MJF's like, it's not me.
Hangman. And then it's like, oh, it can't be Hangman, because why would they beat up Hangman if he's the devil? I think it would have been cool if the Devil's Men would have come out to MJF's music tonight, since they came out to no music, and then be like, oh, MJF's coming out, and then it's just the Masked Men.
I also think that would have been cool, especially if we're trying
just give it a little
get
flavor.
The idea of like, are these people with MJF? Yeah. which they have been teasing multiple times.
Like, give it a little flavor. Just give it some development. You can't just put them out there every week and they're, oh no, they beat up MJF's partner again.
And here's what I wanted to ask you about, because as you know, you are a much bigger fan of traditional sports than as of sports entertainment. Is there any kind of like similar vein of this, like sudden disinterest that you see in wrestling that happens in traditional sports?
Of like a story, and then people are just
Like
no longer
stories or
Yeah, of
like
course.
trades, or I don't know.
But it doesn't.
anything like
It doesn't
that.
just happen whenever somebody continues winning. It happens whenever like somebody's either boring or they're just losing. Like what started out with Colorado football, this start of this college football year was incredible. People were all for Coach Prime. They were for Colorado Buffaloes. They started out like 3-0, and all of a sudden, I think they won maybe one more game after that. Like nobody, they were on primetime television, and then after they started losing, they got yanked, and then nobody cared about them. Nobody thought about them anymore. So it's not so much if somebody is living up to the expectations of what you're thinking, but I think that's the issue here, is that the expectations were so high for this, and it just has not lived up to that, and you have there's no other thing to do besides feel disappointed.
That's fair. You and I have often said the biggest enemy of enjoying wrestling is fantasy booking.
Yes.
Because as soon as you start fantasy booking something, it won't be as good as you think it is. But however good you think your fantasy booking is, it may not be. I think this is really suffering from that. This kind of big, booking? Who is it? Who could it be? We're seeing people like, it's Dolph Ziggler, it's Adam Copeland, it's
Well, how long has this
Adam
actually
Cole.
been going on for?
It's been a while.
The
Jay White feud.
Well, how long was that? It's been over a month.
Yes.
See, that's
about probably start of October.
Oh yeah, that's way too long. So like going on like 3 months.
Relatively close to that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because like you have to reveal something to give the fans something to make them more interested, and especially whenever you see people like you're losing people, and just give us that, and then give us the feud. Unless they're trying to slow burn this out till something bigger. I mean, I don't really know what they're waiting on.
I mean, I don't really either, unless it is giving Adam Cole time to heal up his ankle.
But why would you start it?
I think they may have started it, and then he was injured, and then they were like, oh, well, what are we going to do? We have to stall.
Oh.
But I just don't know, regardless of why it's taking so long. The longer it takes, the higher expectations are.
Yeah. And
because
for the people that are even still on the line, otherwise you just lose everyone.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, we've got now all those people that were released by WWE are now free agents.
Yeah.
So the devil could be Top Dollar.
That'd be awesome.
It could be Rick Boogs.
Matt Riddle.
It could be any of them. And you've got people that are fantasy booking where it is them. You've got people now fantasy booking that it's Tony Khan. We had someone in our comments tonight fantasy book that Tony Khan is the devil. He will distract MJF at World's End, causing him to lose the world title to Samoa Joe, and then he will come out and tell MJF that he's no longer in the bidding war of 2024 because MJF is fired, and then MJF's going to go to WWE.
That would be incredible. And if that happened...
No, you're falling into it. You're falling into it. Because AEW has said nothing to indicate at all that Tony Khan will ever be part of a storyline.
Yeah, but that hooked me right there. I am all in on a storyline like that. And then,
I don't think I am. I really don't.
I am. That would be awesome. And then MJF's not really a part of WWE, but he's just going over there to distract them and be
it's just a work.
Exactly. Him and CM Punk both are doing that. And then they're going to come back to AEW.
See, here's my thing. We see all these people that it could be. And honestly, a lot of them do not impress me. Let's say it's Dolph Ziggler.
Come on.
Why is Dolph Ziggler this huge main event player? He is past his prime in the nicest way I can say it. His prime was 2014, and it is currently 2023.
No, his prime is yet to happen. He's going to be on the comedy scene.
This is true. This is true.
But his wrestling prime was whenever he was fighting Otis. And
it was not. It was not. I hate to tell you this.
Dolph Ziggler's always been a poor man, Shawn Michaels.
I mean, sure. But we've got people in our comments saying Cody Rhodes is a forever mid-carder. Saying that he will always be a mid-carder and that he can't be anything else. Cody Rhodes is a Royal Rumble winner. Defeated Brock Lesnar clean twice. Won War Games by beating every member of Judgment Day leading up to it and then getting the win in War Games while he was the captain of the team. And people still say that he's a mid-carder. But Dolph Ziggler is going to be this wonderful answer for everyone, or Jack Perry, or anyone else that people are suggesting. It's too late now. Anyone that they reveal will be upsetting for people.
Yeah, I agree with that. But that's why I love wrestling fans so much. Just from what you were saying about people saying that Cody Rhodes is a mid-carder, it's just such a hypocritical thing because those are the same people saying that CM Punk is just a piece of shit and like doesn't even deserve to be in wrestling. And just it's great whenever you have them on your team, but when they're on the other team, they suck. See that in college football, you see that in everything all the time. It's like, oh well, whenever we have them, yeah, this is awesome. But whenever they go somewhere else, it's like, oh, they suck anyways. We didn't want them. But if you look at it from an unbiased position, the buildup of this is going to be very hard to fulfill.
And honestly, if it doesn't happen at World's End, I don't care anymore.
I've kind of stopped caring. I guess I got reeled back in tonight since Samoa Joe's working with him because I do love me some Samoa Joe, like I said.
But is he really working with him?
It said pleasure doing business with you, so business is working.
I mean, sure, business is working.
It worked.
But for the absolute most that we know, Samoa Joe and the Devil made a one-time deal for tonight that he would be like, you guys win the title, and then I'll beat up MJF.
Maybe it's Taz.
Maybe it is Taz. Taz was the reveal of Aces and Eights in TNA. He was officiating the wedding between Bully Ray and Brooke Hogan, and he turned around and had Aces and Eights on his vest. I don't think he was officiating. I think he might have been one of the groomsmen.
I just thought of a better idea.
Go ahead.
Ric Flair.
All right. The idea is canceled. The episode is over. Do you have anything else that you want to add about AEW Dynamite New Year's Smash as a whole on the show?
Just that the ref is, again, terrible in the MJF and the two masked men match.
It was Bryce again.
That was terrible. Let me see. Is there anything else that I needed to add? Oh, no, I think that was it. But besides that, Ric Flair is the devil.
I think it's Rick Boogs. Let's call it a night on these. We'll have these episodes up lickety split. Y'all
Be
let
on
us
the
know down in the
lookout for
comments.
some TikToks for full predictions of World's End.
Yeah, we're going to run through our predictions of World's End. We're also going to do our predictions of 2024 as a whole in the year. Our craziest predictions that we can come up with within reason. You know, we're not going to say Godzilla signs to AEW or something like that.
Mine's going to be without reason. And people
Number one, King Kong versus Godzilla. Upset. We'll save that for another video. Y'all be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on the TikTok, whatever all the YouTubers say to do on all their videos. Y'all do all those things, and we'll check you guys out real quick.
Thanks for listening.